I am live. Okay, well, I am live on StreamYard. I have no idea if I'm live on YouTube. Maybe I can try checking in on my phone. This is a learning curve across the board. It just really is. Let me see. Is my mic even on? No, it's muted. Oh, no, it's muted. Okay. I'm gonna talk into the mic. Ah, yay! Awesome. Okay. Let's talk into the mic. Ah, yay! Okay. So I'm muting. I don't even know if I can see one person. Yay, one person watching. Comments. Let's go to comments. Hi, Craig. Hello. How are you? Very exciting. I am happy to be diving into another live stream. I used to do these years and years ago. Well, years and years. like a year ago. But connecting StreamYard to YouTube is a process, and that is what I am learning how to do right now. I am well. Oh, it is. It's a lot cooler up north, which is fantastic. Oh, thanks. Okay. This is really more of a troubleshooting, trying to figure out how to actually do this because I had scheduled a live stream on YouTube, but I think that was before I connected my StreamYard account. So this is kind of a work in process. We'll call this like a live stream test. I don't really have, I have no agenda. So I kind of don't feel like I want to ask people to interrupt their days to come join me, but this is right now, this is just kind of work in progress. So I used to run these lunchtime live streams for more like business owners. Great. Oh, so good. Can you hear me too? I'm hoping you can hear me. I'm loving this mic that I had tucked away because it's hard. It's got a hard line, this mic. So I can really only use it with my computer and the visual quality is not the best. So I stopped using it because I can't use it to record. Awesome. We have 4 people. That's rad. Super. So I used to do these about a year ago, and I would do it for, yay, glad that it sounds good. I would do these for, I used to call it the Entrepreneurs Live Stream. Yay, Roland, yay, you're here. Awesome. Jolie, hi. Okay. Oh, you guys, Craig, thank you. So I used to run this for like entrepreneurs live stream because I have this grand plan of building a business and sort of growing that business. And it's been a long time in process. So my channel, Well Behaved Wallet, was devoted to my story of getting out of debt and being responsible in terms of my spending. And then the ironic thing is now I've started to get in with this amazing crowd, this fun crowd of people who are into handbags, because that's probably the second love of my life. The first love is personal finance and financial awareness and financial independence and financial health. And the second love is handbags and purses. So they're very interesting sort of loves that I have going on right now. So kind of my journey is how I marry those two together and being financially aware and responsible, but also indulging my love of handbags. And I loved handbags out of the womb. Like I loved having things to put my things into. I can remember being 6 and having a favorite purse that it was like a doll carrier that I could also put things in. And that was my my favorite thing. And I was like 5, 6 years old. So I came out of the womb loving handbags. It took me a little bit longer to get into personal finance. Jackie, hi. Yes, it's a very expensive habit. It can be if you like the good stuff. It's like the Coco Chanel quote. I love it. The best things in life are free. The second best are very expensive. Yes, I did get StreamYard, Jolie. Yes. So I'm kind of learning curve with that and learning how to connect the two. I tried to schedule a live stream, but I think that was before I set up my StreamYard with my channel as a destination, so it was a little rocky. So I had to delete that stream and start again. So here we are. So first love, biggest love is financial independence, financial responsibility. Second love is handbags and nice handbags. So Best things in life are free, second best are very expensive. Marrying those 2 things together. So when I was doing these lives about a year ago, I was focusing on building a business and sort of my financial health. Because my story financially is I grew up, say, very humble, sort of very firmly middle class, with no education in finances whatsoever, and got out of college, got into a mountain of credit card debt, and then had to dig myself out of that. So that was my story to begin with, and I spent 10 years completely credit card debt free, and then got married and then went back into credit card debt. So that's where I am now, and then started my family, and now this is where I am. I'm back in credit card debt, kind of trying to get out of it. And at the same time, I've got same Jolie, yeah. So I've also got this target of being financially independent in 10 to 15 years. And what that means is being work optional. So having enough to live off of without having to work if I don't want to. That's the goal. That's the dream. You got to have a dream to make a dream come true. Jolie, your ex was addicted to credit cards. Yes, same. I mean, no, say same. No, that's but I was addicted to credit cards. And what I say is I was living a life that was beyond my current means, and it wasn't even anything it's extravagant. It's just a little bit beyond my current means, and it adds up, and that compounds in the wrong direction. So I spent 10 years, both my husband and I were credit card debt free prior to, for a long time. He had kind of slipped back into it before meeting me. I was completely credit card debt free before we got married. And we both acknowledged this as being kind of not the best start to a married life, but it's where we were, and it was kind of what we decided to do. We put our wedding on a credit card because neither one of us had the savings or the family help or anything like that to be able to not put our wedding on a credit card. So that's where we are, and that was kind of how we started. However, I will say that through that, oh my gosh, Craig, yes, living the American dream, unfortunately, is debt more than financial freedom. And a lot of people don't have that realization until it's too late. And it's so true. And you get there for a second, Roland, for a second, it felt like basic groceries were beyond my means. Yes, inflation has been wild over here, 1000%. So somebody asked how I budgeted. And I'm like, I'll tell you, my fixed expenses are 65% of my take home pay. Groceries and gas are 40% of my take home pay. So you do the math, we're 5% over. So I have like $400 at the end of the month that I can spend on anything that's not gas or groceries beyond fixed expenses. And that's it. Beyond that, I'm going into credit card debt. So that would include things like buying a cover for the couch, buying covers for our car, buying diapers or shoes for my child. It's just insane. Yes, Roland, Roland's got a really cool story. Roland, where are you in the US? I think you mentioned it before. So Roland's an OG from the entrepreneur live streams of a year ago, and he's got a really cool story in regard to real estate. But I mean, same. It felt like groceries are underwater, so we'll put us underwater. We're at $800 a month for groceries is our target spending, and then $200 for that's for a family of 3. And if you look at the USDA guidelines, they say $50 per person per week, and that's for like a moderate food plan. So they do a budget, a moderate, and I forget what they call it, like a lavish food plan. You can buy anything you want, but that's the budget that the USDA sets out, budget guidelines. So yeah, same. Just trying to survive in this economy and also having a love of really nice things. So it does help that groceries save 75% if you're not in a food desert. Yes. Yes, it's true, which thankfully there are a ton of really good good grocery stores by us. I'm an Aldi shopper when it comes to produce and meat. For packaged goods, Craig, you mentioned this before, for packaged goods, it's tough. The bare necessities for under $3.50 in Tennessee. It's true. So Craig, my sister is in Tennessee. She is in not Goodlettsville. She's in Eagleville, which is like a suburb right outside Nashville. She's when we're actually going on vacation in 2 weeks to North Carolina. So I'm going to see her and her husband, and it's tough for them too. Under $350 a month for necessities, that's actually really good. Yeah, so $800 is our budget for 3 people, and then $200 for eating out. Which one? You know it well. Yay! Yeah, that's the area. It's really peaceful out there, and she loves horses. So there are a lot of like horse farms out there that she really likes doing. Yes, Jolie, we are lucky in the States. I really aim to remember that and sort of dwell in gratitude for the things that we have that are wonderful. So, 350 biweekly, yeah. Yeah, that's about what it is. Yep. So 700 a month, yeah, exactly. If you eat sort of fresh veggies, produce, and meat. If you eat meat, that's a good chunk of your budget. So same, definitely feeling it up here. So that's actually kind of something I'm thinking about the direction of my channel. So to be frank, this is going to be kind of a mishmash of topics in this stream because again, I have the entrepreneur wanting to increase my income and build a business that will be sustaining and also loving really nice things. So that I mean that's I say that's why we build the business. But I mean let's also remember that nice things, best things in life are free, right? The people we love and spending time with them is the very best thing. So for me, my goal in financial independence, we are very blessed. But when you're trapping the aisles, you forget that within minutes. Yes, it's true. We are blessed. So for me, building financial independence gives more time, will give ideally give me more time with the best things in life, right? The people. To be able to say, I don't want to work on a Tuesday and just decide to go to the beach with my family. That would be amazing. Like that's my goal one day. And in the meantime, I can just appreciate all the really lovely things. In the meantime, uh, we just kind of appreciate them, right? So Roland, you'd mentioned thoughts on well, the economy and investing strategy. So my investing strategy is very simple, very basic, and I'll tell that to anyone that asks. It's just index funds. It's maxing out my 401k. It's maxing out my IRA, um, which I'm not doing, but that's the plan to do. Very basic in index funds. It can get kind of it's not exciting. It's not sexy. Index funds are just very basic, sort of. So you own a piece of the entire stock market, and I just do that. Automatically it comes out of my paycheck and goes into my 401k. So that's my strategy and nothing has changed. The market has changed nothing. And I can tell you I get a little bit when I see like Nvidia popping, Nvidia falling, Japan surging, Japan falling, Japan surging, I get a little bit like, oh, I wish, what about this? Maybe I should start individual stocks. I do not. I do not invest in individual stocks right now at this point. I have a very small brokerage account with Fidelity that I do not really touch. Jolie, people do forget. I hear the comments at the grocery store when they blame politicians instead of the corporate machine charging the price. Exactly. Yes, yes, it's very true. Oh, corporate greed. It's true. And I think dwelling in attitude and then taking the steps to change what we can, I think is really important. Getting interesting. Connection is unstable. Ugh, bugging. Okay. Connection is fairly good. Well, that's good. I just got a Wi-Fi notice. It's saying my connection is unstable. Probably. Sounds about right. So I will watch this stream back to see what I can do to improve. So as far as topics go, oh, hey, Adam, how are you? Good to see you. Happy you are here. So my idea with this stream, as I mentioned, I used to do this about a year and a half ago. My last stream was in, say, March of 23. I wouldn't advise anyone to invest in individual stocks exactly at this point. Wait until after the election. Exactly. Yes. You can do whatever you want, say financially. I started very simple index funds all the way. Exactly. Wait until after the election. It can be very enticing and exciting to think, oh, let me try to like time the market. Let me try to see if I can beat the market. And for the large majority of retail investors, it just doesn't, it's not the way. So my plan for this stream was to kind of check in on your finances as a very judgment-free, warm, inclusive, supportive environment to check in on how we're doing financially. It will be rocky for a bit. Yes, Julie, absolutely. I mean, I feel like buckle up. I know Jack's Bag Attack made a comment just that this is the weirdest, wildest election she'd ever seen in her lifetime. And I'm like, yes, that is it. That is true. No matter what side you're on, it's a wild season for sure. So agree completely, Craig, to wait to see how that shakes out. I don't have plans. I love financial talk. Ah, cool. Craig, like what are you into? What do you read? What do you consume as far as finance goes? Again, I haven't been consuming as much financial content lately because it makes me feel kind of bad about myself. So I keep it kind of basic. Strangest, yeah, same, right? Political year, wild of our lifetimes, I would agree. So just a place to check in, sort of a Tuesday financial kind of check in. Again, very warm, inclusive, supportive as far as finances go. Because I know when I was not a good financial situation, and that's why I do this, is because when I was in not a good financial situation, Debtors Anonymous was what I turned to and what helped me. And I've gotten some flack 'cause I have a video about Debtors Anonymous on my channel, and people have given me grief because the whole tenet of Debtors Anonymous is you should be anonymous, and the fact that I'm showing my face and telling my story, people have a problem with. And I'm like, you know what? If it helps one person, I'm okay with showing my face. So just being very non-judgmental was a thing that helped me get straight with my finances. It was super, super important that I was in a place where I didn't feel judged because I felt so much shame because of my own financial situation. Everything, it was my career. Oh my gosh, prior to getting, what was your career? Craig? That's really exciting. I need to know what you're doing. So I am in marketing. I'm in digital marketing. That's what I do. Um, have done for about 10 years. So direct marketing, as in like for insurance and education was my career. I am So that's really exciting, Craig. I would love to know what you read and watch. So I do watch Meet Sati. Natasha Williams. Hey, how are you, Natasha? I feel like I've seen your name before. Natasha, tell us about yourself. I feel like I've seen you before. So that's a fantastic. Oh, digital marketing. Yeah. So I kind of fell into digital marketing, talking about career. I fell into it because I taught abroad. I taught English abroad in South Korea for 2.5 years. And the reason I chose South Korea is because it had the best financial benefit to me at the time. I was 2 years out of college. I had done my degree was in English, so very not applicable to anything that would make money. And I went abroad because I had friends that had done it and had a good experience. I was very career focused when I first got out of college, and I wanted to be in publishing, and I was working in publishing. Then all of a sudden I decided, what am I doing with my life? I'm young, I should be traveling. The company that I worked for, Pearson Education, was a fantastic company for married working moms with a mortgage. Oh, yay. Hey, Natasha, it's been a while. You're from PA and you love my lives and videos. Yay. Thank you. Oh, Craig was a financial manager. It's very exciting. Oh, Craig, love it. Awesome. So after I came back from teaching abroad in South Korea, my dad is South Korean, but had no bearing on why I chose to go there because it was just the best financial deal. They paid for your flight. They paid for all your housing. So, oh yes, thumbs up the live, please. That would be a huge help. Thank you. So when I got back from teaching abroad, and that was also how I got out of debt. I would say how I got out of debt. I got out of debt by changing my mindset and by refusing to go $1 further into debt and working a structured program. It also coincided that I changed jobs to be working overseas, and I think being in a new environment was really helpful to me in forming these new habits. So when I came back from the States, I had no credit card debt. Back to the States, and I started working for a hotel doing in their sales and marketing division, which was exciting. I didn't love having to be there in person, but that was how I started working in marketing. And I worked for my friend's father, and then I worked in marketing for an architecture firm. And then from there, I went into direct marketing, which is what I do now, which is marketing that elicits a response, a call, a click, or an email. So I did that. I was at the company that I started at in that type of marketing for 2.5 years. And then I've been at my current company for 6 years in marketing. And it's an exciting field to be in, very applicable. And certainly for this time, being remote is awesome. We're 100% remote, no office, no nothing. So very, very helpful. Fred, oh my gosh, you were financial manager, then became a private investigator, investing in struggling businesses, repairing them and selling them off in smaller pieces. It was very lucrative. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Fred, very cool. You were like a business reseller. See that? I bet that was very lucrative. That's amazing. Very cool. So So I've been at this company for 6 years, and it's interesting, talk about manifesting and sort of the direction of your life. I had set it in my mind because I knew that I always wanted to be remote. After I knew that in my mind I wanted to be able to work from anywhere because I just that's a great freedom to have. Then I met my husband in June of 2018, and he's a world traveler. He worked in Budapest, Hungary for a while, and just all over. He lived in California, and I mean, when I met him, he just got back from Guyana on a trip with his father. So he really, sorry guys, got my work computer on the other side. So he was very well traveled when we met, and I set it in my mind even stronger that I wanted to be location independent. At this point, I was still going into an office. So it's funny, in March of 2020, I said, you know what? I'm going to be location independent in a year or less. Fast forward 2 weeks to April. This is like mid-March of 2020, April like 7th of 2020. My company announces they're going completely remote after, we all know the thing that shall not be mentioned. So 2 weeks later, I was entirely remote. So talk about the power of like having a vision. And it doesn't always happen that way. Sometimes I will say things and they do not happen, but it's really cool when they do. So I would love for this stream on Tuesdays. This is work for me. My mom is watching my little one, so it works out, and I have some free time on my lunch hour. So I could ideally do this on Tuesdays at 11:45. I'll try to work with StreamYard to make sure that that I have everything set up in the right way. So I'd love for this to, again, be a place to check in financially for sanity. Did you have a good week? Did you have a not good week? How was your spending? How was your savings? How were your earnings? So right, spending, saving, earning, spending, saving, earning, saving, spending. How are you doing? What changes would you like to make financially? And how would you, the wins and losses, like how are you winning? How would you like to do better financially? So that's kind of what I would love for this topic to be. So for myself, gosh, it's the 13th. Sorry, I'm looking at my planner here because I love Jolie's plan with me on Sunday. It's just a great time to check in and plan out the week because that's normally what I do, and I love doing it in a group. So checking in on a Tuesday to say, how am I doing? This August has been a little rough because we're going on vacation in 2 weeks, and in July and August I made some purchases that I'd been saving up for, like not saving up for because I don't have any additional to save up for. I don't have any additional income. Hi, Missy, hello, very exciting, so happy to have you here. Yay. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Craig, for rounding people up. Thank you, Missy, for being here. Love your channel. You and Madison have an awesome channel. Everyone go check out Craig Birkenboy's channel too if you haven't. He's got an amazing channel that doesn't get enough love. It's really, he's got an awesome channel. So go check out his channel. I think it's just Birkenboy 3976, right, Craig? So if you're watching this on the replay, go check out his channel and sub to him. He's got amazing insight on everything, all the finer things in life. So as far as my own sort of financial setup, it's been, and I'm trying to figure out I don't want to say how to brand this as far as, yes, that's it. Awesome. How to brand this time. So like a financial check-in in a way that's not scary, because I feel like so many things financially are scary and overwhelming, and it just makes us all want to run and hide, right? Missy, Craig's channel is great and it doesn't get enough love. So please go check out Craig's channel. It's really cool. So I made a couple purchases in July and August. So like, for example, I bought covers for our couch because we have white couches and my daughter is discovering markers and crayons. And we bought slip covers for the couch. That was $70. We bought a seat covers for our front seat in the car, and that was $35. I had a whole list. So, and I bought these from Amazon, and I'll tell you the saving grace of this is I've started to take a little more interest in my Amazon influencer account, and I'm looking at that. I made $16 last month, and I had 3 videos at the time. So I'm thinking, let me maybe try to build this up a little bit as an additional income stream. So, which by the way, anyone else who has a channel, I highly recommend applying for, or you don't even have to have a channel, recommend applying for the Amazon influencer or affiliate program. Oh, that's interesting. That light just went bright. So I made these purchases on Amazon and I reviewed them. I made videos of them. We also bought a mattress for my daughter. Oh yeah, Missy, help setting up an influencer account. So there are some really great tutorials on YouTube, but to be frank, I just clicked around. I just clicked around, figured out how to do it. I mean, it took a lot of trial and error, and it was say it wasn't super intuitive, but it wasn't hard. It was just tedious, but worth it because you earn money literally while you sleep. So I made video reviews for all these things that I purchased, and already I might have another $10 for this month coming in. So I'm like, $10. It's not going to change my life, but it's not nothing. So that was, I would say, the challenge was all the things that I decided to buy, and already I've spent like $600 this month. So well beyond my 400. Yes. So Missy, go check more videos off. Yes, I had to walk away. It's so frustrating. I agree. It is not, I'd say it's not intuitive, but it's very tedious. But just stick with it. It's worth it. It's really worth it because you make money while you sleep, literally. So I would encourage you to persevere. So I made those purchases and then made video reviews, just 30-second video reviews, because on Amazon influencer, if someone watches at least 30 seconds of your video review, then you will get credit for any purchase they make in the next 24 hours. However, if they click on another video and watch more than 30 seconds of that, then you don't get that credit anymore, but such is the way. So someone could also come to one of your videos from someone else's video. It's like putting a line in the water, right? If you got to catch some fish, you got to have lines in the water. So that's kind of how I view it. So the challenges this month were the purchases that I decided to make. We're going on vacation, and it seemed like a good sort of marker to make some of these bigger purchases that I've been putting off. But and so the win was that I made these reviews on Amazon and have a chance to get some credit for some of these purchases. So I will actually put my Amazon link in the chat if you want to see what I've been up to. There's my Amazon link. Again, I encourage anyone to apply for it. So you can check out what I've been up to. And it's the lowest production value possible, but done is better than perfect. And sometimes I find in those reviews that I will click on videos that look less produced. The idea being, if they're more likely to be real and upfront. Yes, some reviews. Yes, Jolie, do some more. So they're totally worth it. If someone's not, I want something raw and like unfiltered. So if someone's putting a lot of like production and gloss on it, I wonder like what their angle is. It's great you're doing that. Any and all revenue streams are worth it once you compile them as a whole. Yes, Craig, absolutely. So there's a statistic that millionaires have an average of 7 income streams coming in, right? So far I've got 3. Makes sense. Yes, exactly. It's the aggregate of all those things together that makes a big difference. And I firmly believe that it's small wins over time that stack up, right? So for me, the process of getting out of debt was to stop going into debt, stop debting, and then slowly, bit by bit, making a budget, sticking to that budget. And I couldn't even tell you when I was actively working to get out of credit card debt. I'll say the plan that I used. Like it was very sort of choppy, right? I had some months when I put a lot toward it and some months I didn't put a lot. But for me, I went into debt because I had left a job and was kind of unstable in my income. So once I had a stable income coming in, it was very helpful and easier to make traction once I had that income coming in. And another thing is that I'd say the number one thing that helped me turn my finances around was A, commitment, B, contentment with where I was and what I already had, and C, just not caring what people thought about me, and let's say wanting to stick it to people and succeed financially, but a commitment to the fact that I could live a life better than what I had. That was very much my driving force. Yay, hi, Missy. So that was my motivation, my inspiration for getting out of debt. So we've been going for about 30 minutes, and this has been super. Craig, you don't invest your time and energy into anything that isn't making you revenue. Ooh, yeah, which is one reason you've slacked off on YouTube and a lot of time invested with zero revenue. Craig, I hear you. So let me tell you, I started my YouTube channel in 2015 and I didn't get monetized until 2019. So that was a lot of time and a lot of energy for a lot of 4 years before I saw a dime. Being happy in all our blessings, absolutely, Missy, so, so important to find gratitude and to dwell in gratitude first. Craig, totally. Like, no, Jolie, you've been here for almost 10 years. Wow. Um, you deserve more subscribers too. You are worthy of more subscribers. We got to get together, guys. We gotta kind of push. Let's make a push. I'm setting an intention for all of us to be monetized by the end of the year. I think we can do it, right? There's what? September, October, November, December, 4 more months. We sort of maximize our power together. You slacked off in the middle. Yeah, I feel like that would be a decent reason to take a break, Jolie. She returned stronger and better than ever, and we were given the gift of you for now. Okay, guys, so I am gonna have to wrap this up because it's lunchtime. I gotta go feed hungry mouths, go check on little ones. I thank you so much to everyone who showed up, and I would love to make this a regular Tuesday thing. So next week for sure, Tuesday at 11:45, and then we'll see at the end of the month. Oh, it's so true. I know, Craig, we're all blessed beyond our means, but you still feel slighted in some ways if you put such an investment in time for nothing, right? Oh, it's so true. It's so true. That said, sometimes a little bit of time. Sometimes you just got to put in a little more time, and you'll see like compound returns on your investment, right? Just timing. Oh, yay, Craig. I'm so glad you liked it. So thank you so much to everyone who is here and for anyone who's watching on the replay. Thank you for watching. So next week for sure, TBD about the following week because I will be in North Carolina, but I might be able to go live anyway. We'll see. Probably not, but to return strong in September for sure. So this is kind of a warm up to the back to school season of September. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys liked it. Wonderful. So thank you everyone for being here, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.